by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
The UNI Panthers are coming off a homecoming shutout victory as the Panthers took down 9th-ranked North Dakota by a final score of 27-0. Coach, really a dominant effort in all three phases of the game. Your guys on homecoming, man, they were locked in.
They did. They came out well. They played well as a unit, and just a lot of things went right on that day.
The defense shut out. The offense looked smooth as well, and no turnovers. You always like it when the offense takes care of the ball.
Well, that's what you preach all the time, but they performed, and the execution was good.
The offense really stole the highlight of the game. Amari Pesic-Hickson comes in as running back. He's a guy, if Panther fans are locked into their roster, Coach, a backup linebacker on their sheet before Saturday. But, boy, 180 yards on the ground and a touchdown.
He did. He's been with us for a couple of years now, and there's a lot of story behind the story, but the 180 yards stood out, and he was definitely the difference in the game.
He was named Missouri Valley Football Conference Offensive Player of the Week. So tell me about that transition, because you've had some injuries at running back the last couple of weeks. How long did it take to get him kind of acclimated with the offense?
Well, he just went over on Tuesday, so he was just over there for a few days, but that was his position. When we recruited him, it was recruited as a running back, and then being that we had running backs in that particular year, we felt he could get to the field faster as a linebacker because he is a good athlete. And then, of course, this resulted in him moving back to running back.
Coach, he showed some speed, but, man, he had some big holes he was running through. How did you grade the offensive line?
Well, anytime you see 180 yards, you're going to grade your tight ends, your offensive line pretty good, I would think. So there was holes. He created some things himself with yards after contact, but absolutely there's holes. I thought Penning played his best football game for us that particular day, and the entire offensive line.
The passing game pretty solid as well. Theo Day over 200 yards through the air, 2 passing touchdowns as well to a couple different receivers, including one big long bomb to Sergio Morency. He was back and looked faster than ever.
Yeah, it was great to see Sergio back. He'd get back up to full speed finally again, and then a first touchdown for Brady McCullough in the back of the end zone, made a great catch. So players were making plays.
What did you see from that passing game from Theo, from that receivers, where he seemed to spread the ball around pretty well?
Well, that's never a case with Theo. He's always going to spread the ball out where it belongs and not just go to a guy. And but again, it was all good. And then Sam Schnee made his moves and his first downs that we needed to get from him.
Yeah, 5 receptions, 90 yards from him. We talk a lot about consistency with him, but even though the opposing team seemed to really lock in on number 23, he finds the open space, he makes tough catches, and he takes big hits, Coach.
He does, and that's, we feel good about it, and that he's progressed so well, and he's a good football player. And then you look around the balance and the things that we can do when we're on point, we're a good offense.
His 5 catches, led the team in receiving. You had Desmond Hudson with 4 catches on the day. He went in there, looked to be a big, strong receiver as well. Come up with some key catches too.
He did. Des got himself in some key positions, some key first downs, particularly on that second drive of the game on the score. And I even think the third play, there was big plays by him to move the chains to put us down in the red zone, and then ultimately we scored.
We have a story coming up later in our show on senior wide receiver Logan Wolf. Coach, Logan has a reception in every game so far this season. He seems to be that steady guy. Also, just one of those reliable receivers that Theo can turn to.
Well, I'm telling you, Logan's going to keep showing up. I mean, he's just building up here, and I mean, there's no ceiling to that one. So I'm just excited to see where that one goes with Logan.
You mentioned Brady McCullough's 2-yard touchdown reception. What does it mean to you to see those young guys make their first touchdown catch of their careers?
Well, it's great, but it was even how he did it. It was a great catch. It was a tough throw. It was high. He had to go get it in the heat of a moment, and he did. So that just tells you that he has confidence and he has talent.
We talked about dominating in all 3 phases. We'll talk defense coming up. Coach, let's touch on special teams, though. Matthew Cook, 2 for 2 field goals, makes all of his PATs, and Noah Pettinger, a career-long 61-yard punt in that football game.
Yeah, well, like I said, it was homecoming. It was a happy homecoming. So a lot of good things went in our direction. The ball bounced a little bit in our direction as well, so you need that. But ultimately, the players, they were prepared and they played well.
The UNI Panthers got a top 10 win on homecoming, 27-0 over 9th-ranked North Dakota, as the Panthers now 4-3 on the season and 3-1 in Missouri Valley Conference play. We'll have more with Coach Farley coming up right after this.
The Strategic Play of the Week, brought to you by Strategic Imaging, your one-stop shop for print marketing, signage, apparel, and promotional items.